Welcome back, YouTube. Chris back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at brand new cases from SUPCASE for the iPhone 12 mini. Now, iPhone 12 mini is not available yet for pre-order, but at least you can get cases for it before your phone arrives. I'll also be covering cases for the iPhone 12 Pro and potentially the Pro Max, but today we're going to be checking out the iPhone 12 mini. I have a myriad of cases all in various colors and styles. Thank you to SUPCASE for sending these over, as well as sending the mini dummy unit that I have here in my hand. Now, if I was in the market of purchasing a new iPhone, if I was an iPhone or Apple fan or user, this would be the one I would be picking up. I love the size, but that's not what this video is about. This is about all the cases that we have here in front of me. So we're going to start off with the names, the pricing, and we'll go on from there. So we have the Unicorn Beetle Pro, which is going to be their protective cases here up at the top. We also have the EXO Pro. Then we also have the Unicorn Beetle Style. The Style is going to be the cheapest, starting at $13, depending on when you see this video. Pricing might be different depending on color as well. And then it goes up to $20 for the Unicorn Beetle Pro up there, up at the top on your screen. Let's start on the Style. Now, I've covered the Style cases before for different devices, such as the Pixel line, the 3A, and I still use one of those cases for my 3A XL, and they've been great. It's a nice medium between style and slimness and protective. So we have various colors here. We have the red, purple, green, clear, and we also have black. I'll go through and start off with red. We have the white mini here. Simple packaging, Unicorn Beetle by SUPCASE. Again, all these links will be down in the description where you can pick these up. So here is the red. Thanks for your support. You can leave a review, follow them on various social channels as well. But this is the case. Oh my goodness, this case is so... Okay, I will say, even though I'm a guy, I'm going to say this phone is cute, and this case adds that much to it. This feels really good. I don't ever remember this TPU feeling this kind of like soft touch material. I really like this, actually. So we have a clear, hard acrylic back. We have nice, a very soft, smooth, satisfying feeling along the sides in red, this nice, vibrant red color with your button on the right-hand side for your power and your volume up and down, your alert slider switch cutout. You also have a cutout for a little lanyard if you wanted to. You have your cutouts at the bottom for your lightning port, your speakers, and then your camera hole there. So let's go ahead and pull the plastic off. Make sure you do actually pull these off. Very easy to take out, so you don't have to fight with it. Make sure your phone is wiped down, of course. And then let's go ahead and slide the phone in. I recommend putting buttons in first. And there you go. It does not add a lot of bulk to the device, which is great depending on if that's something that you're interested in. This is going to be tempered glass screen protector friendly as well. I can already tell you that because the front of it does not cover over the glass, but you do still get a little bit of drop protection on the front glass as well because the case rises up above the glass a little bit. You do have, it looks like, ample room for various lightning cables, so that's important. It's going to be easy for you to access your alert switch there, and you do have protection for your rear camera glass. These sides are flat, so you're going to be able to grip it nicely. It fits nicely in your hand. On the back, you have minimal branding down here, SUPCASE, and then you have this nice red accent ring around the camera. It looks really good with this white. It looks real clean. I like it, actually. There is the red. I'm just going to go through then quickly showing off the various colors. That way you can get an idea on what they all look like. We're going to go ahead and go with looking at the purple. Ooh, this purple is interesting because it has an accent color. So I have a nice dark purple, and then you have a lighter kind of violet kind of lilac color for the ring in the back, and then for the power and your buttons on the sides. So that's actually a nice little touch. Adds different styling to it, hence the name of this case series, the Style. So there is the purple. Looks good, actually. It's not too feminine of a purple color, so you can rock it if you so wish. Next we have green. Let's see if it's like a real military green or if it's a lighter color green. Ooh, this is nice too. That's more of like a teal color. Looks real good. Again, you have that same similar accent, the lighter green shade compared to the frame. And here is that. So again, this is the white 12 mini. Of course, Apple will have various colors of the mini and the series that they launched a week or so ago. So you'll be able to, depending on the color phone you have, might be able to match it up with the color case as well. On to the clear. Now, if you don't want any sort of styling, you can just go with a traditional clear case, which, if that's up to you, you still get the hard acrylic back regardless of which color you get. This is a clear TPU. It's not going to be that soft touch finish like you do get on these other colors, but this is more of a traditional TPU feel and look. A shininess to that clear sides, but at least you'll be able to see the rim, the frame of your iPhone 12 mini. And so that way, at least this will go with every single colored device that you might get. So that's a nice one. The buttons feel good as well. They literally take away no feel of the tactileness of the buttons, which is important. Lastly, we have black. So usually black goes with gray, and it looks like they have kind of kept that theme a little bit. You do have a darker gray color for the accents for the buttons, and then the black main frame of the phone itself. This black might look good for like the red mini, for example, or the blue one. That might go well together too. So there you have it. There is the Style versions. Next, we're going to go ahead and cover the EXO Pro. So we have 4 colors here: aqua, black. We'd also have red and mint green. So this is going to be a step up from the Style in terms of protection, till we get to the big bad boys up at top, which is going to be the ultimate protection. It's going to be also a little bit different in styling as well. This is the mint green color we have here. Again, that's kind of more of like that aqua color, as you can see between the Style green and the mint green that they have for this EXO Pro. The difference is you don't have that accent color on the buttons compared to the Style. The rubber, the TPU, is not as soft touch, but I'll get into that in just a minute. We peel this plastic off on the front and the back. All right, so right away you can definitely feel a difference in terms of the overall construction of this case. First, you do have a clear plastic screen protector built into the front frame, just like their previous versions of this case. And we peel the back and the front frame apart, and you can see that you have the same acrylic hard plastic on the back with some additional protection and accents there. This is going to be a much thicker case, and then you have a actual hard plastic frame that this device sits into. So let me go ahead and pull plastic from the front screen protector. So again, this is the front screen protector in frame that the device lays into. You have the cutouts for your clear plastic. And if we go ahead and put that into place just like that, and then peel the rear plastic off. If we insert the phone and the front frame into the back of the case, make sure all of the back case lines up nicely with the front frame, just like I've done there. And there you go. So this is going to be, like I said, a lot more resistance to drops. This adds no water resistance, so keep that in mind. You can see there is additional depth protection for the rear cameras. You do have a nice good amount there, so if you drop it and it lands towards the camera section, nice bulk right there and in the corners as well. The sides are different, like I mentioned. They're not as soft touch, even though it looks like there is a texture to this. There isn't. There's no texture. It's kind of like a carbon fiber-esque look to it, which is interesting. Now, because this is a dummy unit, I'm not sure if these buttons are going to be 100% accurate in terms of the actual dimensions of the buttons, but I can tell right away that this power button feels a little softer. It feels like there is a slight gap between the material of this TPU material and the actual button itself. I'm not sure if that's going to differ. I'm not sure if that's going to differ between the actual iPhone 12 mini unit, but something to note there. The depth of the switch in terms of from the outside of the case to the inside of the device is a lot deeper, and you still do have ample room down at the bottom for charging ports, so it's not too small to where you're only limited to use Apple lightning cables, but I wish it was slightly bigger so that way you can use more type of cables that fits in there. On the front, this is plastic, so this plastic will still scratch, so do keep that in mind. I'm not sure how the tolerance is for this in case you want to use a tempered glass screen protector underneath this plastic screen protector. So you might want to try that trial and error. But do know that there is potential chance for dirt to get maybe, I don't know, I'm just speculating, to get underneath these cutouts for where the front cameras are. There could be a chance for dirt to get underneath there and potentially rub up against the glass and the plastic screen protector, but I can't test screen responsiveness because this is a dummy unit. I don't have the actual phone, but down in this bottom corner, you do have a little place where you can get your fingernail in or coin, whatever it is, to peel away the outer frame. And then we'll go ahead and get into showing off these other cases real quick. So this is the red. So just like the red of the style, this is actually a slightly different color red. As you can see, for the EXO Pro, the red is much darker, whereas the style is more of a brighter red, as you can see there on camera. Go ahead and set these over to the left. Now we have black. This I'm just going to assume is, yep, just like I thought, is going to be all black. And there you can see the carbon fiber type styling along the edges with the minimal branding of the SUPCASE. Lastly, we do have the aqua color. Wonder if this is going to be a lighter blue. Nope, it is going to be purple. So they just completely changed the naming convention of these cases. The aqua is going to be purple, as you can see there. So the purple colors are consistent, and there is the different color of the front frame. It is slightly different. It's a light blue type color compared to the purple violet for the style. I really wish they would have gone with accent colored buttons for the power and volume like they did on the style, just to add that little bit nicer touch. So these volume buttons are textured with horizontal lines, so you are going to be able to feel them, which will be quite noticeable, and that goes for the power button as well. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting the phone out of the case, and here you can see took just a minute. If you have fingernails, unlike I do, it'll be easy to remove, but you can just work your way around the actual case and take the front frame out from the back, and just like that, phone pops out, you're good to go. Alrighty, last but not least, we have the EXO Pro cases. We'll pull these up front and center now. We do have 5 different colors. We have the dark blue, we have the golden, we have black, violet, and ruby. So again, name changes. Gotta love them. So the dark blue, let's go ahead and start there left to right. I've covered these Pro cases quite a bit on my channel as well. If you take a look, I have them for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 series and also other devices too. So here is the Pro. Just like previous devices, you have a nice hard belt clip included. Nice firm spring-loaded action, which is not going to go anywhere. Belt clip, that way this attaches onto your belt, and then the phone itself clips into this also just like that. It can work both ways if you so choose. So if you want to have it like that, you can. Now this is going to be the most bulky case that SUPCASE offers, the most protection. This also does have a built-in kickstand, so you can definitely have this sitting on a table. That way you can have music playing just like that. If you pull the front plastic screen protector off, just like the EXO Pro case, this is a two-piece case. You have the front case and the rear. But real quick, before we kind of start taking it apart, you have a slight texture on the side for added grip. This is going to be more grippy than the Style or the EXO Pro. This is a much firmer and stiffer material. But also you do have these little flaps that will cover both the mute switch and your lightning port, so you do have additional kind of dirt resistance there at that point. This does not offer additional water resistance, although since the 12 mini 12 series are IP rated, you shouldn't have any issue either way. So this front frame is a metallic color, unlike the matte finish on the EXO Pro. You still have that plastic front screen protector in place, so just FYI. So the installation will be the same process. Now here we have a soft touch rubber inner material, and then this rubber on the outside is definitely more rubber than TPU. It's much thicker, as you can see, just overall sheer size from the Style here. And then your actual back portion, you have hard plastic, and then that same kind of carbon fiber styling up here in this upper corner too. So let's go ahead and get the device into the frame itself. There we are. Now something I noticed right away here after putting this device into the frame is these buttons don't quite line up with the holes. I'm not sure if it's this dummy unit is slightly off dimensions, but as you can see right here, as you can see right there, the power button is not centered with this cutout for the case. Now, I don't know if that's going to hinder button feel. Fortunately, I can't test that, but I can at least test how the buttons feel when I press them when this is once inserted. So we'll cross our fingers real quick. All right, so now your 12 mini has now just become a much bulkier mini. This is going to be a brick. Definitely is not going to get damaged on drops. This is going to be well protected, that's for sure. So in terms of button feel, volume buttons feel fine. They're still clicky. This power button definitely feels like it's much more mushy. It's not as tactile and feedback like as the volume buttons, which is unfortunate. You have your cover right there for your mute switch and for your lightning port. Depending on the size of your cable, it may or may not fit. It may be more difficult, so just heads up there. But overall, you can see the camera protrusion in terms of how the case will protect the camera. Looks like you're going to be all set there. And then you have that stand. Boom. Now you have an instant little media player that you can watch on a train, whatnot. Since the mini is light enough, you can actually stand it vertically if you're wanting to do a video call through Google Duo or FaceTime. So you got a nice little stand there and it clips right into place. Overall, this will do you just fine. Let's get into the other colors real quick. We got your traditional black once again, and if black is your thing, there you go. The clips are all black, so there's no difference there. The black itself has a black front frame. And of course, you could always buy two of these cases and interchange the front frame. So if you wanted the blue front frame with the black back, you could do that. So you have a nice little accent piece there. So again, the Pro, this is $20 there on Amazon. All the links will be in the description, just as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. All right, next we have the violet color. This violet color is quite interesting. It has like a metallic look to it, just kind of like the blue. So there's that. And then the front frame as well matches the back. So this is, like I mentioned, hard plastic. This thing is going to be durable as can be, and to protect your investment for the 12 mini. Lastly, we have the ruby color. Here's that ruby color. You have a nice blue that will, if you're in the US, blue and red. Those two color combinations, especially with this metallic type finish, will look really great together. As you can see there, UB Pro right on the back, Unicorn Beetle Pro. These finishes are going to be matte. They're not reflective or super shiny like that. And there is the front itself. There's the front. So once again, thank you, SUPCASE, for sending all these over to check out and show for you all. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'll be able to answer any of them, just like I do to the best of my ability on the rest of my videos. If you thought this was helpful, give it a like, give a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you have not done so already. I appreciate everyone's support and following me throughout my journey on YouTube. So here we go. We have all the cases together. EXO Pro, SUPCASE Beetle Pro. Then you have the style cases, which is going to be obviously more style focused, thinner and minimal. Let me know down in the comments which one you would pick up and why. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.